Well, it is great to be with you yet again, and I hope not one final time, but certainly for this study through 2 Timothy it will be. On Sunday, as you were either in person or watched online, you heard Paul's final instructions to Timothy. And you remember that there's a whole list of names, isn't there? Names that we're not familiar with, but Paul was, and so was Timothy. And these names were symbolized real relationships that Paul had throughout his entire 30 years of ministry. And as he's nearing death, you'll remember he's looking back on these relationships. And the situation that he finds himself is remembering that you stay in ministry long enough as he had. Ministry can be so relationally painful that you just want to quit. And yet it can be so relationally pleasing that it just spurs you on. Paul had experienced both. You remember Demas left him because he loved the world too much. And then this other cluster of friends who were all over the world serving faithfully in the mission of God to proclaim the gospel and make disciples. And he's happy about that. And he's saying, Timothy, I want you to come. I've got Luke with me. Bring Mark. We're going to form one final team together because I want to finish strong. Bring the books. Bring my jacket. Bring everything that we need because my time is short. And I want to keep going with you guys. That's the joy of ministry, is it's about people. Painful relationships for sure, but joyful, and through it all, even when Paul is alone and this team is waiting to be assembled with Luke and Mark and Timothy, and Paul's left in prison, Paul says, the Lord is with me. Even though I'm alone in this cell, Christ has never left me. He stands by me. He strengthens me to continue to remain faithful to the gospel. And as a church family, I want challenge your group to remain true to one another, to remain a Timothy-Paul relationship, a Mark-Paul relationship, a Luke kind of Paul relationship, a team that's faithful to one another, faithful to the mission of the gospel. And if you find yourself alone one day at the end of your life, remember, Christ is always with you to strengthen you to keep going, faithful to the end. That's my prayer for you as a group. It's my prayer for us as a church. It's a prayer for me. And so as you study this text now, I pray you would be richly blessed. And remember that next week we begin our Christmas series, which will be diving into the book of Isaiah just for a short couple messages. And I will be providing a study for you as well, if you choose to be a part of that in your group. God bless you all. Love you.